Have you ever pondered what the stock price of Tesla would be in 2035? You surely wouldn't want to miss the information on this one, because there are many projections and valuations from professionals to amateurs, and there are many factors behind such predictions. The majority of Tesla experts advise investing in its shares, with many of them anticipating price increases to levels exceeding $1,000. Despite the large variation in expert predictions, the average price projection is approximately $800, thanks to a few determined outliers who observe a sharp decline down to the $200-300 area. Tesla has accumulated gains of 12,745.7% over the past 10 years, according to data from Koifin, a financial data and analytics platform for researching stocks, as opposed to the 373.5% and 190.7% returns produced by the Nasdaq US 100 and the S&P 500 US 500 index, respectively, over the same time period. This indicates that the company's share value has increased at a compounded annual growth rate of 62.4%, a significant return that hasn't always been free of bumps in the road. Investors should keep in mind that past performance is no guarantee of future results, so they shouldn't base their projections for Tesla stock on previous price movements for the most recent long-term prognosis. By the middle of 2022, Tesla's price will reach $700, and by the end of 2025, it will reach $900. Tesla will increase to $1,000 by 2027, to $1,200 in 2028, to $1,300 in 2029, to $1,400 in 2031, to $1,500 in 2032, and to $1,600 in 2034. Tesla's starting price was $1,095 when it launched in 2021. Tesla traded at 275.61 at the end of August, a 75% decline from the price at the start of the year. Tesla is anticipated to cost $464 at the end of 2022, with a negative year-over-year change. The price of a Tesla will increase to $565 after an increase of 58% from now until the end of the year plus 68 in 2023's first half. The price will increase by $4 in the second half, closing the year at $569, up 106 from the current price. Some analysts predict that the stock will go to over $1,000. Others predict a decline below $800 and a sign of weakness. The key issue is whether Tesla can maintain its current valuation, which is much greater than that of any other automakers in the eyes of experts. If Tesla stock increases by 35% annually, its price might reach $1,200 in 2022. From a group of more than 30 analysts, that is the average growth prediction. However, it should be emphasized that not all of them concur. The analysts at J.P. Morgan assigned a target price of $250 for December 2022, which is one of the most pessimistic forecasts. By the year 2203, Tesla would have cost about $1,600 according to the same 35-year growth forecast. Some predictions are much more enthusiastic. They call for annual increase of 70%, which would bring the price to $2,600 by the end of 2023. According to stock predictions for Tesla, the stock will cost between $1,000 and $5,000. It should be noted that forecasts for the future are more speculative, but it is still possible to calculate the market size and price for electric vehicles. In line with this, ARK Investment Management set a price objective of $1,400 for Tesla in 2024, which they have since stated may be a bit low. Many forecasts are based on Tesla's forecasted yearly sales growth of 50%, which would support the company's continued share price growth of thousands of dollars. Based on the assumption that Tesla's share of the EV market will increase significantly over the ensuing several years, $3,000 is one price target for the company in 2025. According to ARK analysts, the business may sell roughly 10 million cars by that time, a 20-fold improvement over its 2020 results. However, Cathie Wood LED company ARK Investment presented a new valuation model that projects Tesla shares to be valued at $46,700 by 2026, as opposed to its 2021 open-source Tesla model that projected their estimated worth of $3,000 per share in 2025. Due to substantive adjustments, including as assumptions and inputs regarding autonomous riding they revised their position. Estimates of capital efficiency and the prediction have been forward 1 year to 2026. Others foresee a considerable growth between 2024 and 2028. Tesla's pricing would increase by 122%, from $569 to $1,263. Tesla will start 2024 at 569, fly to 673 in the first half of the year, and end 2024 at 758, which is an increase of 175% from today. The Tesla share price is expected to climb by 50 times from its 2021 level to about $45,000 by 2030, according to one of the most optimistic predictions. By then, the corporation would be worth $1.5 trillion. Tesla prices are expected to increase by 25, from $1,263 to $1,582 USD between 2029 and 2033. Tesla will start the year 2029 at $1,263, surge to $1,289 over the first half of the year, and end the year at $1,316, about 377% more than now, to be exact. According to some experts, the value of Tesla stock might reach close to $1,600 by 2025 and reach above $700 by 2035. This assumes that shares outstanding will be 1.1 billion in 2025 and 1.2 billion in 2035, with a PE multiple of approximately 50x in 2025 and 35x in 2035. Thus, by 2025 and 2035, respectively, the market cap will be close to $2 trillion and $10 trillion, respectively. Analysts predict that while deliveries increase to 500,000 units in 2020, they might reach close to 3.2 million vehicles by 2025 and close to 30 million vehicles by 2035. Total revenues may potentially increase from $31 billion in 2020 to more than $160 billion in 2025 and more than $1.3 trillion in 2035 if Tesla increases deliveries as predicted. This estimates that by 2025, other revenues would reach $10 billion and average selling prices for Tesla automobiles will drop to $48,000. In a recent video, Farzaz Meshbay, who claims to try to foresee the future, presented his estimates of the value of Tesla shares by 2035 based on both bullish and bearish scenarios. Based on the price of Tesla stock following the August split, Mishbahi made his forecasts. In 2035, the value of Tesla shares will be $440 according to his bear case summary. That is based on the assumption that the company will be able to deliver about 9.5 million vehicles, which will bring in car revenues of $406,688, energy revenues of $74,597, AI revenues of $48,230, and total revenues of $525,519. The total net income is anticipated to be about $110,181, and a net I by 2035. Meshbati estimates that the price of Tesla stock will soar to a staggering $32,000. This is predicated on the expectation that the corporation will supply more than 22 million vehicles, which will result in auto revenues of $1,048,880, energy revenues of $968,515, and AI revenues of $2,057,347,342, $4,128,284 in total revenues, and $98,240 in outsourced revenues. Nevertheless, it is anticipated that overall net income will be $2,727,200, with a net income margin of 66.11% and a market cap of $91.56 trillion. This is a fairly bullish scenario that, if it comes to pass, will no doubt delight Tesla stock investors. It is a well-known truth that one of the finest methods to build wealth is through stock market investments. The fact that there are so many opportunities to make money on the stock market is one of its main advantages. However, if you're seeking to become wealthy quickly, the high potential return also carries a high risk. Be aware that if you decide to experiment with short-term or aggressive market techniques, you run the risk of losing part or possibly all of your investable money. Investors in Tesla shares are certain that their business is worthwhile despite the risk. Since the company went public in 2010, Tesla stock has risen more than 20,000%, comfortably outpacing the market, consistently shattering Wall Street's expectations and making early investors millionaires. According to Goldman Sachs, Tesla stock is a great investment. Tesla's expansion has given people hope for 2020. Young investors, according to CNN's Jim Cramer, think Tesla CEO Elon Musk has lofty goals for the manufacture of electric vehicles, making him akin to the late Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. He claimed that's the reason they're willing to keep investing in Tesla stock, fueling its breathtaking rise. It's certainly feasible that they're using it for purposes he hasn't revealed to us. That, according to Kramer, is the brilliance of this man. This younger generation is eager to give him money because of this. They are arguing that because he is Steve Jobs, we can trust his ideas. I then want a piece of it. To see more predictions like this one regarding the price of Tesla stock, subscribe to this channel.